I mean, I kind of do if he wants to argue. Children struggling with obesity should be evaluated and treated early and aggressively, including with medications for kids as young as 12 and surgery for those as young as 13, according to new guidelines. Jeez. What do drugs mean? Like appetite suppressing drugs? What is it? What are appropriate drugs? Probably amphetamines? I don't understand what this means. Obesity is not a lifestyle problem. It is not a lifestyle disease, he said. It predominantly emerges from biological factors. That's not true at all. The only way to become large is to take in external, like environmental things. You don't invent your own energy, right? You don't have a fusion reactor inside your body. It has to come from consuming things in your environment. Different environments and the different types of foods available to you are going to predispose you towards different types of weight gain. I don't understand this. I would like to see this expanded on. Co-director of the Center for Pediatric Obesity Medicine. Yeah, thank you. I've heard about the weight loss drugs. We already read about them on stream. Why do some people eat more and others eat less? I don't even know if I believe in that much. I think that what happens is some people are born with disproportional. Here's a guess. I'm gonna make this guess right now. This is a guess that I'm gonna make. Okay, I don't know. So I'm gonna go find research to see if this exists or not. If you put a person in an environment over here with like a ton of simple carbs, sedentary lifestyle, so any first world country, all of them, yeah, just those two things. I bet that like 80% of these people will become overweight just on those two factors alone. Just on those two things alone. I bet like, this is 75%. I bet 80% of these people become overweight. If you take the same biological being, nothing, the exact same genetic everything, and you stick this person in an environment and you've eliminated almost all simple sugars, almost all simple carbs, almost all like ultra processed food, and they had like a moderate amount of exercise. And by moderate amount, I mean 30 to 60 minutes of just walking a day. Right? It might be walking to and from work. It might be walking to a store. It might be just walking. I bet that in this group, my guess, my total bullshit guess with no evidence whatsoever, my total bullshit guess is like maybe like 10% of these people would be overweight. That'd be my guess. I really, really do think that it comes down to, I think it comes down to the insane foods that are available. I think it comes down to the insane foods that are available and the total lack of movement that we have in our environments today. I think that if you change those two things, I bet you would see things change significantly. It's just so obvious that like if you give somebody like a plate of food that has like vegetables, maybe like starches, maybe some complex carbs and some protein, and you have them eat, it's kind of hard to overeat on that. At least in my opinion. For me, it's kind of hard to overeat on that. But if you give somebody a plate full of processed food and simple sugars, like chicken nuggets, a lot of breaded food, a lot of carbs, a lot of like breads and stuff, not like starches and fibers and stuff like that, bro, you can down, unironically, like 1,500 to 2,000 calories in a single sitting. Like easy. That's not even hard. If you gave me 5 chocolate croissants, I could eat them in one sitting without a second thought. Easy. 5 chocolate croissants, like nothing. That's like 1,500 plus calories right there. Check out ectomorph, meso, all of that is bullshit. None of that means anything. That's all bullshit, pseudoscience. None of that means anything. Related TikTok.
Is obesity a choice? This is a tough question.
Why obesity is not a choice? If I had to say obesity wasn't a choice, it's because you're set up to fail. How do you fix that? You have to start taxing the out of processed food and simple sugars. The problem too is that like all the simple sugars and the processed foods, they're not even that much better. They are good. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and say that like chicken nuggets are, disgusting, because that's not true. There's a reason we eat them. It's because they're cheap and easy to produce and they taste delicious, right? Euro that'll sit here and tell you like, oh, American fast food is shit. Yeah, that's why there's 10 million McDonald's in every single European country, you motherfucker. You guys love it just as much as we do, right? People love that. People love processed food. It tastes good, but healthy food tastes really good too, as long as it's served correctly. And like the health benefits are a million times better to do it versus like the ultra processed stuff. And the yeah, there are countries or states where sugar sodas are taxed. I don't know what the effect is on overweight people. I thought for the UK, I thought it reduced the consumption of Sugar. I thought that was seen so far in the UK because they're the first, I think, big country that did it, right? How is XQc not fat? Okay, now we're going into the super ultra pseudoscience bullshit territory. Okay, super ultra pseudoscience bullshit territory. Okay, if I had to guess, I'm combining a lot of knowledge here. Okay, being very general and broad here. This is going to be a guess that I'm going to have for XQc. I'm going to say that XQc was probably the same as me, and that if you have ADHD and if you hyper-focus on shit, it's very easy to get a bag of cookies and eat them and not worry about your hunger because all you want to do is like play games and you're not thinking about it. When I grew up, I would play games all day long, focus on that. I didn't give a fuck about anything else. I think that those two things combined, like, probably are the reason why you don't eat as much. And you see guys that they seem like they're skinny, but they seem like they eat junk food all the time. And they can get anything, but the reality is they don't eat that much. They'll eat like a bag of cookies or whatever, but that's like all they eat for like 2 days because all they're doing is super fixated on whatever game they're playing or whatever the fuck you're doing, and that's it.